Hi guys, welcome back to Mindful Beauty and Wellness. I'm Lily, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the new moon in Cancer. Happy birthday, Cancers. And going over all of the elements with what's going on with your energy for this new moon in Cancer. And so I'm just going to mention a couple of things. First, astrologically, today is the 24th of June, and we have a Kazemi energy with the Sun and Jupiter. So that means that they are perfectly aligned, the planet Jupiter and the Sun. And it being in Cancer season, Cancer's energy is very much about like nourishing the soul and home and relationships. And in this new moon energy, what we're going to be feeling throughout the Cancer season going into the next couple weeks is wanting to put yourself first as far as nourishment and self-care and love, and that's going to be the real energy. And then that it's aligned with the planet Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, abundance, fortune, like, you know, sometimes you can overdo things, but Cancer and Jupiter is asking that we explore like bigger ways of self-love, finding joys, or stepping into this new chapter, because Jupiter changes signs every 12 years. So the last time that it was in Cancer was in 2013. What were you doing that time in your life? Like, think back, like what was going on? I know for me, I was in New York, I was going to school, I was working full time, like I was doing a lot. And now that it's 12 years later and you reflect on that time, what would you like your life to look like now, 12 years later, and knowing that Jupiter will be in Cancer for the next 12 years. So it's really gonna emphasize on that energy of honing in on home life, security, the nourishment of yourself first and then others, because I'll just say it, like a low vibrating Cancer will hold on to things for a very long time, and this energy, a high frequency, a high vibrational Cancer energy, will now really start to explore this expansion, this travel, this new way of self-love. So that's really kind of the overall collective energy that we're all going to be feeling under this Cancer new moon the next couple weeks, and then now in Jupiter for the next 12 years. Okay, so with all that being said, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I do this with all the best highlight intention. I hope that these readings resonate with you. If they do, please like, share, and comment below. If they don't, there's plenty other intuitives out here, and I wish you guys, you know, the best out of this information. I'm gonna go through all of the elements: earth, fire, water, and air. My earth signs being Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns. All right, so let's tap into the energy spirit of my Taurus, my Virgos, and my Capricorns. What is this new moon energy? How will it affect my earth signs, the element of earth, my Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorn? Oh, well, damn. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. We're going into eclipse season next month in July, so I believe next month we'll have a eclipse full moon in Capricorn. We just had one in Sagittarius, and the next one up is Capricorn, and we're stepping into eclipse season, so get ready for that. I'll definitely be doing another video for that energy. Look at the bigger picture, and one more is a time for healing. So you're very close to achieving your goals, earth signs. I really feel like this Capricorns, especially because your full moon is coming up next, and we're like I said, getting into eclipse season. So whatever it is that you're carrying around that's old, it is going to be eclipsed out of your life, whether you like it or not. So this is the time to really, like this new moon in Cancer, all about the feels, to get into enjoying the process of your life. Let's dig a little bit further for my earth signs, my Taurus, my Virgos, and my Capricorns. Again, my intention for this intuitive guidance is to help with bringing out the highest energy, the highest light. Wow, okay. Well, there's been some delays with traveling, with work, with money, but this is all gonna, oh, well, change pretty soon. I get that my earth signs are traveling, and there is some sort of now like fire up your butt to get moving with certain things that you've been holding off on. I feel like my earth signs are definitely getting into the headspace of creating now new partnerships. I think there's more clarity on how I love the Lovers card, the 6, and the 3 of Pentacles with the 8 of Wands. So I think I felt this energy before with you guys about the way that you're communicating is different than what you did in the past. You know, it's important that you guys stay the course and stay grounded in this energy, this newfound sense of calm, I want to say, a newfound sense of trust, I want to say, with how you feel about yourself. Because, you know, in order for you to get the Lovers card, you gotta do the work for yourself. In order for you to get it with like the 3 of Pentacles, which means to me that you've put in a lot of due diligence, hard work. You had support. Even if it wasn't a lot of support, you had at least, or you have at least 2 to 3 people that are really close to your energy, that wants you to every day get up and do your practices of whatever it is. That want you to communicate, you know, actively every day on, you know, what your goals are, you know, refreshing your ideas of goals, you know, after having a lot of time of healing and contemplation and understanding. I even feel like clarity, because my Chariot card is the Hermit that has now stepped out of hermit mode and decided to get on his horse and carriage and go with this enlightenment, this wisdom with him. He's taking this moving forward, the Chariot. You could be dealing with a Cancer, wearing Cancer energy. So this is an earth energy that has a lot of spirit, a lot of high vibrational. I'm picking up on earth signs that have been through some shit and they're just like, that's it, no more. I now have the courage to stand up for what it is that I believe in, what it is that I want to go for. I think a lot of you earth signs had maybe, I don't want to say, you just lost a lot of steam when it came to like direction and where you were going. You lost a lot of steam, and now I feel like you've gotten that energy back. And if you haven't, you're gonna get it like these next couple of weeks going into Leo season, and especially in Leo season because that's a fire sign. In your full moon in Capricorn, it's really going to release the delays and the hesitation. If there was any procrastination, I see that being let go, like being released. All right, so moving forward, what are the additional messages for my Taurus, my Virgos, and my Capricorns? What are additional messages for my earth signs? I see like some earth sign taking a step back from the desk, like literally pushing themselves away from it and saying, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna walk, I'm gonna, you know, get some fresh air, because if not, it'll be 8 o'clock at night and I'm in the same position, something like that. I mean, there's a lot of success here when it comes to material resources and getting information about the next moves. Continue to be patient. I feel like my earth signs are way more patient than my other elements. So it's so important for you to stay the course. I think I said this earlier, like just stay the course because of your patience, because of your focus to plan. My earth signs are really good planners. They have a great ability to layer in the details and cover all the things. Continue to ask questions, continue to stay curious, continue to want to explore, because you know, on this, like looking at the bigger picture and reestablishing that fire and that desire for your goals, you're going to get it. You're going to come out of this like discontentment that you were in for a while, and you're gonna establish a new home, a new foundation. You're gonna, I feel it. I feel like you're so close. And instead it's somewhere here, like you're very close to achieving your goals. You're so close. Partnerships are here, staying patient, foundation, and achievements are in store for you. Any other additional, I really feel really good energy with my earth signs. I feel like, look at this, the 7 of Pentacles. This is planting the seeds of work and watching it grow. Again, my patience card. You got 2 sevens here. Patience and planning. This is just confirming to me that all the work that you've put into healing, into creating a new job or a new position or something in your life that's, you know, whether it be finances, it's created some sort of stability, has really given you grounding to say, oh, I did this when I didn't think I could, and I have this ability, this authority, this foundational force. You got 2 sevens and 2 fours here. Own what you want, like really own it now and come out of like the obstacles. And even now I feel like there was I think that energy that I feel like that's moving away from the desk is because there was just so many like conflicts and problems and fires to have to be put out, and every time, you know, you solved one thing, something else would come up. And I mean, that's most of our lives, but you weren't enjoying it. You weren't doing it in a way. And then who like enjoys like doing like I don't know, day-to-day tasks, like, you know, fixing things and going back and because I feel like that's what my earth signs are doing, like always going back and just putting things in order, you know, fleshing out the details. Lost the desire, lost the for doing it all, and I feel like it's coming back. And because of your patience, you're gonna be very, very grounded and have a great foundation. I feel a lot of you, it has to do with a home, it has to do with moving, even out of state, or just maybe redecorating, you know, reconstruction on your current home, like a real complete transformation to either where you live, your home, decorating, all that, like really new. And it feels good. So the last thing that I want to leave you with, and I love this, is what do you need to remove yourself from for peace of mind? I love that. The 6 of Swords, that's someone that is actually doing the move. So again, my earth signs are doing a lot of work to take these moving parts and set up the foundation where they're going to be for the next few years. And it could be, since we're now entering this Cancer and Jupiter for the next 12 years, it is about the home. My earth signs are definitely asking that question. What do I need to do to remove myself for the peace I need, for the peace of mind that I need. So you're very determined to have peace of mind, and you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. I mean, I don't even really see a lot of money here. I see more like stability and grounding and patience and planning and travel and moving. So that energy is very, very strong for my earth signs. Okay. Now we're gonna move on to my, I kind of get all over the place because I want, you know, the message to come, you know, out clear. And sometimes it takes, you know, a little bit. And if I get any kind of visuals and downloads, you know, I have to say something because it's important to the read. All right. So now we're going to move on to my water signs. My water signs are my Cancer. Happy birthday, Cancer, once again. My Scorpios and my Pisceans. What is going on with my water signs? My Cancer, my Scorpios, and my Pisceans. What is going on? What is the energy for this new moon for the next couple weeks? What are my my water signs having to look forward to in this new moon in Cancer? This is your energy, my water signs. Today was also, I believe, the luckiest day of the year. I hope you guys had a beautiful day. I hope it went smoothly. I know that there's a lot going on in this world that doesn't make us feel secure, certain. I actually did a video, a short meditation for calming down the anxieties and creating peace within the moment. I feel like it's a lot of work that I've done for myself, and it's helpful. It's helped me, and I want to continue to share. So I'll be doing more of those type of videos. You're not talking, my water signs? What's going on here? My Cancers, my Scorpios, or maybe I'm talking too much. And here we go. Don't let your pride get in the way. I'm gonna have to show that. Communication is key. Adjustments are required. And then one more for my water signs. Step out of your comfort zone. So, water signs, my Cancer, Scorpios, and Pisceans. I definitely feel like some of you are still holding on to the past just a little bit. And even if you are not like willingly or consciously doing it, I feel like the energies around you are pulling you back, and it's kind of pissing you off. And I would highly recommend that before you communicate with anyone who is wheeling you in, pulling you in, agitating you, or doing something for you to address the situation, that you take a couple breaths, you know. And if you don't, you can't. And I you know, especially my Cancer, because we're in Cancer season. I know a lot of Cancers and they don't really come out nasty, but of course there's my Scorpios and my Pisceans. But I mean, we all have it in us to let it rip, to have somebody have it, you know, have a new one. But I want to encourage you to hold off from blowing up. I feel like it just, I mean, it never works. Some people need to have the truth land in their way that, you know, can put a situation on hold. But you know, if you come out strong, I feel like it's not going to be in your favor. And I don't want to see you guys, like, you know, in the next couple weeks regretting, because I do feel that there is water energy here, that communication is going to be such, it's going to make all the difference in the way that things are. Listen to your gut, listen to your solar plex, you know, look me up. Let's do some energy healing work with your solar plex, because this is a very important time for you to listen to your intuition, to what your gut feeling is telling you, because that is always the right answer. And to have patience with not losing your temper. I feel like my water signs are getting hit left and right, or they have been getting hit left and right, and they are like, that's it, no more. Temptation is here. Temptation is here. Harmony is here. So something from the past is tempting you guys to go back and, you know, I hope I'm picking up, because of finances or something. Like, I feel like someone has put my water signs in a position to always be defending their finances, or checking their finances, or you know, not really trusting the partnerships and alliances, or like there's like, because I got the temptation card, which is the devil card, and you know, in this deck you can see the person is you know, spinning. You could be dealing with narcissistic personalities here, because I also got the shadow card, and like you're dealing with somebody that, you know, hasn't been telling you the truth, has been wheeling you in for some sort of financial gains, and you've had enough. You realized that the partnership, you know, there's an awareness here that time's up, that you have to communicate in a way that won't drag this on any longer, because again, communication is key. Adjustments are required. For me, it's telling me that there is an unfairness here when it comes to money and finances. There's no doubt. But losing your cool is not going to make, it's not going to save you more money in your pocket, and it's not going to hold this off. It's not going to make it go away sooner. So, you know, listen to your intuition, listen to your gut, you know, allow yourself the, you know, go and meditate, get clarity, do visualization work, you know, bring the clarity from above. You know, you talk to God, whatever your practices are. I feel like you're about to get some really good information. Listen to it. Again, your solar plex, your intuition is screaming to you about a person, place, or thing. And I would take heed and listen and pause. Like, if you're not clear about what this message is, but your body is really strongly telling you, you know, don't do this, it's a temptation and there's a shadow here, it could cost you financially if you don't pause. The highest priest. Okay, so it looks good. It looks like, you know, the Six of Swords. The earth signs got this. So this is somebody who is moving on to calmer waters after, you know, a lot of communication, a lot of arguing. There's a resolve, a lot of back and forth about money. Somebody is going to be sitting pretty with a settlement, or this is the Judgment card here. This is like the universe really siding with you after a long period of time of being aware. I get a message that somebody was being used financially, and it's over, and it's still lingering around. It's really annoying, and it's really hard for my water signs to move forward in this clean slate of not dragging that old relationship, that abuse, that being used to the next part of their lives. And it's and no matter how much they want to, my water signs want to walk into this new chapter of their life clean and clear, there's a part of them that is still like barnacles attached to this person, place, or thing that you just can't clip for some reason that's stopping you from really getting your alliances correct. Alliances right. It's coming, you know. It's but I gotta say that whoever messed you guys up, whoever the narcissistic personality was, whether it was covert, malignant, because I mean we have so many around us nowadays, it's wild. It did some damage. It did some tarnish the soul a little bit. And we all go through it. We all experience the burn. We all, you know, realize we had to go through that relationship to understand and be closer to loving ourselves, to going into the heart energy and really healing our heart so that there isn't any, you know, old residual shit sitting on top of us that is preventing us from really truly finding that soulmate and that love and that whatever it is that you know you want and can have. I feel like my water signs also are ready to, you know, stop with the bullshit. Like I think this last relation did a number on you, and my question is to you, and I'm going to leave it here. Where do you find your inner strength? That is the question. Where do you find your inner strength? Where do you find the courage to, you know, deal? Because you have, you know, a chapter that's closing or has closed already, and you're stepping into a new beginning, like a really truly new era. I believe that my water signs have gotten to a place where they are ready to attract and create and conjure up the yumminess that their soul really desires. Just as long as this past relationship or situation or whatever it was that really shook you, something shook my water signs to the core that was a hard smack in the face, a hard something. It was a hard lesson that now you guys are standing on your 2 feet and you're ready to move forward. You are ready, but there is a little bit of this like shadowy temptation. And I think I said this somewhere in the beginning, in the intro of this video, which was, you know, this is an opportunity for all water signs, but Cancers in particular, that if you have a tendency to hold on to resentment and anger, this is it. Like, if you're still mad that, you know, you're in your 50s and I don't know, this when you were 17, a girl hung up on you, like, if you're still mad about that because you weren't finished the conversation, we got problems. We got a lot of anger, a lot of built up anger, and that kind of stuff. And this is the silliest example, but whatever it is that you're holding on to, it really is making some sort of either health problem or discomfort or something. And I beg you, my water signs, to let it go and step into trusting that you are loved, and that you can find peace whenever you want it. Like, that's for certain. My Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, when you lock in on like nobody else is messing with me, you're locked in, and I love that about you. But wherever you are in this reading, in the timeline of this reading, whether you have already closed out this relationship or you're closing it out, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship, it could be a business partnership, it could be, I don't know, family members. Like, you know what this is about. If this resonates with you, you know what I'm talking about. The second that you finally close the chapter of that story, the past, you will step into a very uncertain, scary part, but you are ready for the real deal. You're ready for the real one. And you have the higher consciousness, the God consciousness, the strength to you have the inner strength to conjure up those people that are going to be part of your new world. Okay? Because this is the world, and this is asking you, are you ready? to start this new chapter in your life, because you got a lot of love to give, and you know, you water signs are yummy, you know, and you holding back this love just because somebody else or something didn't work out. And I don't want me to say it so like just because it is whatever happened to you was significant enough to hurt your healing. And you know, the world needs love, and you water signs know how to give it. So I hope this helps, and we're gonna move on to my fire signs. My fire signs are my Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittariuses. So what is up with this energy for the new moon in Cancer? For my fire signs, my Aries, my Leo, and my Saggies. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Whoa, there we go. It's a time to give rather than take. This is a new moon in Virgo energy. Okay. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. That's a lot. We're gonna do another shuffle here. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. For my fire signs, my Aries, my Leo, and my Sagittariuses. Balance out your spirituality and your practicality. Give rather than take. Okay, here we go. It's a time to take action and don't let the past hold you back. I love this energy for my fire signs. I love that there is energy here that is understanding balances everything. And without the spiritual work, there is no work. You know, just if my fire signs are not doing their spiritual practices in the morning, in the evening, during these new moon energy, full moon, new moon, you can tell you're off. Like, my fire signs know, like, this, whatever action I take is just gonna be null and void if I don't bring my spirit guides with me. If my angel's not leaving this house without me, or whatever, getting in the car with me, or if I'm not doing the practices, then it's not gonna happen. I get that very, very, very strongly. It's time to give rather than take. I'm getting give resources, give energy. Even like there's like more compassion. I feel like my fire signs can work on, because I said it, if there isn't a practice of spirit and, you know, what you need to do day to day, you're gonna get all in your head. And I feel like getting all in your head is just the devil talking. It's not real. It's, you know, fear appearing as real, you know, false, you know, just whatever it is. And it feels like my fire signs know that they're going through another transition, and transitions are scary, you know. Everybody wants, or not everybody, but most of the people I know want direction, and they want certainty, and they want, okay, if I'm taking this route, then that's because I know when I get there, I'm gonna have the stuff that I'm looking for, point blank and period. But life is not that simple. And it just, you know, there's bumps in the road. And let's see what else I got for my fire signs. Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittarius. I feel like my fire signs are wanting some answers, and they want them now. My fire signs are like, nope, this is time to take action. I've been quiet long enough. The things that I did in the past to try to resolve certain situations are still not resolved. And so it's important for me to figure out how, by taking this action, showing up every day, getting what it is that I deserve, that energy. My fire signs are very like, I deserve some shit. Where is it? What is happening? Let's see. And that is a place from ego, coming from an ego shadow. Wow, my fire signs are getting a little beat up this time. Okay. Oh boy. All right. There is awareness again. There are some fire signs that need to speak up, that have been sitting on the sideline long enough and need to get out of their shadow side already. Like, it's time, because there's money here on the table to be made, or success here to be had through partnerships and alliances. And if I think what's happening with my fire signs is that they have experienced a lot of deception, a lot of envy that has held them back, and or blocked them, or made them have to like reroute, redirect. And there's always some sort of challenge in getting to the next level of success, because of either being too much in your head about what other people are thinking or saying, because there is some deception here and some envy here. We have haters. That's just the way the world is. It's unfortunate, but it's true. Not everybody wants to see you do your thing in the best light that you can do it in. It's unfortunate, but however, when you do those things for you, you have prosperity, and you have and then prosperity begins. So this means, like, as soon as you say to those haters and do you anyway, you have this material and spiritual success. Because I feel like a lot of my fire signs have had to leave quietly in the middle of the night. Well, not necessarily leave, without saying anything, because most of my fire signs have too much mouth to not say anything. Like, whoever left, definitely, announced it, because they were no longer okay with suffering in silence. There's a fire sign here that is going through some sort of an emotional loss in partnership, and it feels like the relationship has been getting sour for a very long time. No one has said anything, and now is the time that things are being talked about, and whatever this deception or envy is, it's like being confronted. It's being aired out. The world is a crazy place, and there's a lot of evil that's in our face, and I think every day we're waking up to more horrific news about how evil is really taking over the land, or has taken over the land. And my fire signs feel a little bit burned by it, burned to the point where I feel like it made them leave a certain situation, or leaving a certain situation to create peace somewhere else. And then after they found that peace, they're now ready to like create a new way of doing life. Like, I feel like my fire signs have said, you know what? I've said too much. I think my time here is up. And they packed their bags and they went somewhere else. And not necessarily where somebody else is going to hear what they have to say, but just to not even speak anymore. I get some fire signs that are just like, I'm exhausted. I have a lot of resources. I have new ideas. I have good advice. I have good intentions. I have resources that I can help. But what I'm giving and what I'm giving and what I have and what I'm showing, what I'm giving is exhausting because I'm not getting it in return. And I feel like my fire signs are finally like, I see that this is not a two-way street, that somebody's always out and not, honest about what's going on in the middle of the night. And my fire signs are like, you're whack. Why are you so whack? Why do you have to go through all of that? Like, I think that my fire signs just wants a king. A grounded, either within themselves, to just be super, stable, whether it be financially, independently, with their business, their children, their resources. They want this, I'm chilling with my dog, my wolf, whatever this is here, and my husky, and I'm going to have a scotch and a cigar, and I am going to sit on my money and my security and shut up. Because every time I talk, I feel like a burden has just made me have to get up from my nice, comfortable seat and go somewhere else where I don't have to feel this burden of people and shit. Wow, my fire signs. I did not see that one coming. Okay, any more messages for my Aries, Leo? Okay, truths. I like the Ace of Swords because the Ace of Swords is the conversation from reflecting, from having to start from the beginning, from digging into their spiritual practices. This is, a truth that is so clear that there's no denying it. Because, again, the highest priest, this is intuition. This is somebody who's really listening to their higher selves and knows that in order for them to have the security that they're looking for, they have to walk away from what they thought security was in the past, from the people that they were surrounding themselves with, and or the business, even the career that they chose. Something with the fire signs are definitely like, in order for me to have this security, I have to change everything, or change my style of communicating and communicate more, be more vocal, take action in what you really believe in, advocate for what's going on in the world in a positive, peaceful way. Have a community of people that think like you, feel like you, have the same visions of a more peaceful, new beginning, new world, that are like, it's recycled, give and take. I think that my fire signs have come to a place in their life that if this energy is not an equal exchange, it's not happening. It's just not happening. It's part of the past that they're not gonna hold on to anymore. And once my fire signs get to really owning that this is a new beginning with these type of boundaries and these type of things that I know I can bring to the table, I'm going to then find my emperor, my partnership, more love. I definitely see that some of my fire signs are stepping into a new relationship. I feel definitely for my Leos and even Sagittarius is more so than Aries, that they are about to get into a new love-like relationship with somebody of their level of spirituality, belief system, work ethics, come from the same background, and what they've built, how they built it, what they went through, and are ready to create. Like, this fire energy is ready to celebrate a new way of doing life based upon having wish fulfillment on this new way of thinking. It really is more so about a way of thinking, feeling with my fire signs that they are just like, I don't think I'm even going to say anything to anybody who doesn't make me feel a certain way. I'm just going to politely exit left. I'm going to just be like, thank you for your time and I wish you well, but now I must go. And if it's something that my fire signs are really standing for as far as like a collective, I feel like my fire signs are ready to make public what that is. So if it's a newsletter, blog, videos, what I'm doing here on YouTube, but like something with my fire signs are very adamant about being vocal in a way that stands up for health, their rights, other people's rights, peace, love. Like, I like it. I like it a lot. I like this a lot. Like in the beginning, it was very like, oh Lord, what is this reading? This is rough. But I feel like that my fire signs have been through some rough shit with more so like deception. People who weren't really there for them that they thought, you know, were there for them. Like, you know, the just like this feeling of, you know, just when you think you're settled and you're chilling, the blanket or the table gets wiped up off underneath you, and all of a sudden everything falls and you're just like, oh shit, I didn't see that coming, you know. And they've had to, like, you know, quickly readjust and find out like, okay, let me move fast, let me move silently, let me not say anything, but when I'm ready, it's going to be public and everyone's going to know. So what are the messages, and what are the messages do we have for my fire signs that we can leave with them asking for the next couple of weeks? What do my fire signs need to know? What energy do they need to work with for the next couple of weeks in this energy of Cancer? Ace of Pentacles. New money, new beginnings, new resources. Are you prepared to receive some type of opportunity or gift? You guys have new coming in. My fire signs have new opportunity, new love, new relationships, new home, new everything. Like, I feel like my fire signs, it's like not just one area, it's all areas. So congratulations to my fire signs. That was a nice unexpected ending. And then now we're going to move on to my air signs, which are my Libras, my Geminis, and my Aquarians. So my Geminis, Libra, and Aquarians is my air signs. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is going on with my Geminis? Ooh, my Geminis are lit. My Geminis, my Libras, and my Aquarians. Aww, okay. If you guys want a personal reading, my website is in the link below, mindfulbeautylife.com, to book your insightful guidance. I'm reading for a collective of energy, so if none of this resonates for you, but you feel like I might be onto something, then definitely book a session with me. And also, if you find this helpful, please like and share and subscribe. So my air, Geminis, Libras, and Aquarians. We got, you're very close to achieving your goals. It's time to take action, and conclusions are within reach. Surrender to the divine. You guys are working hard. We just got out of Gemini season, and I feel like my air signs have been working really, really hard. really, really hard in communicating in at the same time. This funny because I felt this energy. It's like surrendering to the divine. So the work that you guys are doing is more based on letting go, just letting it fly, just like, I'm gonna do this, and you know, I'm not even going to do this whole big protocol or plan. I'm just gonna do an outline and I'm going for it. And I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. What else do we have for my Geminis, my Libras, and my Aquarians? I just got, my goodness, you guys are so smart, like very intelligent, very innovative, a lot of ideas. You know, there's some of you that I just feel a little bit like, I wish I could use all of this intelligence for good, or for, you know, for more productive ways and do more with it, because I have so many ideas. I feel like there's not enough hours in the day for some of my air signs. I feel like their crown chakra is buzzing, 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 buzzing. All right. Let's see, that wanted to come out. Your third eye. So you're in the information that you're receiving. You're getting a lot of information, downloads, clarity about people, place, and things. I feel like my air signs can easily read the room as of late. It might be even like surprising. Like, you've always been intuitive, but for some reason it's heightened. Your solar plex. So again, like your intuition, your third eye is super activated. And I feel like you guys are using that. You're going with your instincts. You're going with the first message that you get. Like, you're not, you know, second guessing it. I even get like with outfits, with getting dressed, with like, okay, you know, I'm not going to take long with this because I already know that this is the look I want to have. This is what I'm going to say. This is how I'm going to do it. And this is what's going to happen. It's going to take this long and it's going to be done. And because of that, I feel like prosperity really begins. It really, and then there's love, and you have a spiritual union here, triumph. So there's a new partnership. There's a new, I don't know why I thought doctor. There's a new team on board. This doesn't have to be romance, but it does say that whatever partnership you're going into, it looks very successful. It looks like you guys are on the same page and moving forward. So this is beautiful because I feel like, yeah, there's love here, and it is you're being seen by someone else, which is really nice, but you're on the same page about direction, which is also very nice. So there's something going on with my air signs that are finally at this place where they know that after being defeated on some sort of issue, that they've reached a place where, okay, now it's time to go. Now it's time to like build this company, this website, this brand, this something. Like I'm getting a lot of just creative work, and then also I'm getting a lot of health at the same time. So there might be a situation where you could defeat some sort of, or overcome some sort of illness, or like if you've been sick for a long time or you haven't been feeling yourself, you get a team of doctors that give you answers. Like, okay, this is what's happening, this is what you can do, and this is what's going to help. Because I do feel that you do get this new information and resources that takes you to, oh, you know, that I'm on my way. I'm on my way to feeling good. I'm on my way with these choices that I've made. I even got like somebody, like I'm getting a lot of information. It's almost too much right now, but somebody who's buying a house, and somebody who, you know, has been on hold, and then all of a sudden, you know, you thought you had 3 months to work out a deal, and now you're like, oh shit, I gotta work this out right now because this is beginning sooner than I had planned. So, you know, that's another strong message that I'm getting from my air signs. Something's happening that's new, that's fast, that can ground you, because I also feel like you're like, woo, up way up here. And I feel like this relationship, this union is going to ground you. It's going to give you, so let's say, you know, you had an idea for a business and you've had this idea for a really long time. Now with this person, you are able to ground these ideas and have direction and the resources and the foundation to make it happen. You know, now is when this opportunity comes, that you're not alone in the work, that you are sharing your idea and your vision with the person that sees it and can make it move, make it, you know, come from down, up here to down here, to ground this idea, to ground and give it direction, give it success, give it that juice, the details, the flesh and bones of, you know, what it needs to grow. And that looks beautiful. I really feel like there's a lot of healing work here. I haven't gotten so many chakra cards in a read, you know, on the table here. So that means that either you're doing the work, maybe this is new, the wellness space to you, and you're starting to learn about chakra energies. I think that your body is really calling you. I got a special message about my air signs that this is the first time that they're really listening to how the body feels in order for them to work on the next thing. So it's a physical thing. It's like it's a very interesting message that I'm getting. There's air signs in this energy that are really connected to how their body feels. Like every little thing that they feel, they're analyzing in their mind, or they're getting messages about, oh, let me address this. Let me intuitively, like, go work out, you know, or do it at a time they've never done it before, or do it at a place they've never done it before, and that they're really listening and they're tuning in, they're doing the inner healing work, which is really nice because that's not a message that I get often. And I feel like my air signs are not just doing the material work, you know, not the 9 to 5, not the day to day, not, you know, not that they're not doing them, but the work that's being done is internal. It's felt. It's everything in their body. They're understanding that, and this could be the spiritual union. And again, you know, soulmates don't have to be a person. It could be, you know, it could be anything. It could be an animal. It could be, you know, a job. It could be a situation. It could, like, you know, it's a soulful experience that I'm getting with my air signs. They are seeing themselves differently, feeling their bodies differently, and waking up to their body differently. I don't know if somebody's going through like hormonal changes and, you know, they're super emotional, and then they're trying to figure out, and they're more in tune to why they're feeling this way, and they're going back and doing the research and they're getting answers. I don't know if you healing your inner child. It's coming up really strong that my air signs are doing some sort of inner healing, listening to their body in order for them to have this new found energy, found light, found lightness. And also it brings in partnership, love, prosperity, and just like movement in a direction that they haven't really explored 100%. I feel like My air signs have gotten a taste of love, you know, and what it feels like to truly love themselves and truly love partnerships and stuff like that. Like, especially my Libras. My Libras love to be in relationship. They love to love. They love to have that constant connection with another person. And I feel like my air signs are even more into loving themselves, how their body feels, and exploring it in a new, different way. I hope that message resonated, because it was a little bit like, where is this going? Final message for my air signs. Final messages for my air signs. What do I need to know for the last couple, the next couple of weeks in Cancer season? What are my air signs? My Geminis, my Libras, and my Aquarians need to know for this new moon in Cancer. This energy for the next couple of weeks. What do I need to know? This one to pop out. The King of Cups. My air signs are also dealing with a King of Cups, or a very significant water sign. There is a significant water energy around my air signs. What situation in your life requires balanced emotions and careful observation? So my water signs are all about the feels, their emotions. It's cups, it's emotions. So my air signs, like I just read through here, I was just trying to pull this information out. You know, final card is the King of Cups. This is emotional intelligence. This is listening to the body. This is connecting with love. This is feeling love for the body, feeling love for their thoughts, forgiving their body, like really getting to a very elevated, high vibrational frequency of love for themselves. And if they don't feel it, they will be feeling it, because we are stepping into this really expansion, that Jupiter energy. It is the biggest planet of the solar system. So it is calling for us to expand and explore love in ways that we never have before. We might have thought that we've fell in love before and have been in, these deep relationships and thought they've known love, but there's something going on with my air signs that are really diving into their heart space, their root chakra, their sacral. They're like, you're really tapping into the chakra energies in a very nurturing King of Cups type of way. Congratulations, because that's major. Doing that inner work is not always easy. There are days when it's painful, it's hurtful, or not hurtful, but it can be heavy on the heart. And I feel like my air signs are just like, nope, no more heaviness. And if you're not there yet, we can work together. I do guided meditation work, because I feel the call to just like really open the gates, dive into the heart chakra, really swim in there and feel the feels and enjoy it, because it feels like you want that. My air signs want to have an inner connection that resonates in ways they've never experienced before or felt, and they're ready to do it for themselves, and then have it so that if this person is not around, they're coming. If that relationship is not, it's coming. If you're not, and I don't know, what my audience here feels about marriage or a union, but it definitely feels like a commitment to love is on the path, on the energy, on the timeline for you. All right, I hope these messages helped. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will do my best to be back for the next energy. I either going to do like a weekly checking in on the week and the energy, or I'm going to continue with my moon energies. All right, and then of course, continue to look out for more guided meditation. I'm going to definitely be doing more of that work. Also, book on my website for a personal reading. If this didn't resonate with you, then maybe we should spend more time one-on-one. All the information will be in the description box below. I send you so much love and light. Mwah.